If you've been waiting for Honda to finally step into the world of fully in-house electric motorcycles, your patience is about to pay off. It's been nearly a year since the company first teased its ambitious EV bike, and now we're finally seeing it come alive. Honda has shared a fresh set of visuals, showing the motorcycle in motion, and let me tell you, just like its name, it looks like pure fun. This machine, officially called the EV Fun concept, could be the very beginning of a new chapter in Honda's long two-wheeled history. The bike isn't just a concept stuck in a design studio anymore. It has been hitting European roads for real-world testing all through 2025. And from what we're seeing, it's shaping up to be something special. Let's dive in together and take a closer look at why this motorcycle might be one of the most exciting launches of the year. Honda has dabbled in the electric mobility space before, but this one feels different. The EV Fun concept is its first proper, in-house designed and developed electric motorcycle. That alone makes it historic. For decades, Honda has been a global leader in motorcycle engineering, known for bikes like the Hornet, Fireblade, and Africa Twin. Now, it's finally throwing its weight behind electrification in a big way. The motorcycle world has been buzzing with EV startups and futuristic concepts, but many of them haven't been able to deliver the reliability and accessibility riders expect. Honda, with its massive legacy and engineering talent, might be the brand to change that narrative. This is not just another experimental prototype, it's a production-ready machine in disguise. The first thing that catches your eye about the EV Fun concept is how familiar it looks. Honda has clearly taken inspiration from the CB500 Hornet, especially at the front end. That's not a bad thing at all. The Hornet is already a stylish and aggressive-looking roadster, and bringing those sharp lines to an electric motorcycle gives it instant credibility. In the pictures, the EV Fun sports bar end mirrors, which add a modern premium touch. The frame looks slender, keeping the bike light and agile, while the single-sided swing arm at the back is a visual treat. It's the kind of detail that usually appears on higher-end bikes, and it tells you Honda is aiming to make this machine not just practical, but also aspirational. Even though the motorcycle is wearing camouflage livery in the photos, the lines are clear enough to see the blend of sportiness and everyday usability. Honda wants this to be a bike you'd take for a quick city commute, but also one you'd be proud to park at a cafe and have people admire. A project of this scale needs someone with both vision and experience, and Honda has put it in the right hands. Masatsugu Tanaka, a two-decade veteran at Honda, is leading the EV Fun concept's development. If his name doesn't ring a bell, his work surely will. Tanaka has been instrumental in creating some of Honda's most iconic motorcycles, including the CBR 600F, CBR 600RR, the legendary Fireblade, the VFR series, the CRF 1100L, Africa Twin, and the NT 1100 touring bike. That's quite a resume. Knowing he's steering this project gives riders confidence that the EV Fun concept isn't just a half-baked attempt to jump on the EV bandwagon. Instead, it's being crafted by someone who truly understands what makes a motorcycle exciting and dependable. Now, let's talk about what makes this motorcycle more than just a pretty face. The EV Fun concept is loaded with modern components that give it serious credibility. In the visuals, you can spot inverted front forks for stability and handling, a monoshock rear suspension for comfort, and, interestingly, a belt drive instead of a traditional chain. The belt drive choice is smart because it means smoother, quieter operation and less maintenance, something electric bikes really benefit from. Stopping power comes from dual front discs with Nissan radial calipers, which shows Honda is serious about performance and safety. Add to that a TFT dash that looks more advanced than what you'll find on most of Honda's current motorcycles, and you're staring at a package that feels futuristic, yet familiar. One of the coolest details? The charging dock cleverly integrated into the pseudo-gas tank. It's a neat design trick that preserves the feel of a traditional bike, while giving it the practicality of modern EVs. Perhaps the most exciting feature of the EV Fun concept is its charging system. While many electric motorcycles in the mid-range category are stuck with slower Level 2 charging or limited capacity, Honda is going all in with automobile-grade CCS2 quick charging compatibility. That's huge. This means you'll be able to top up your bike at the same kind of charging stations used by EV cars, giving you much more flexibility and much shorter downtime. To make this work, Honda has opted for a fixed battery pack instead of removable batteries. Some might prefer the swap-and-go model, but for serious riders, fast charging with CCS2 is a far better deal. If this feature makes it to the production model, it could become the EV Fun concept's biggest selling point. It could be what sets it apart from competitors like the Livewire S2 series or Zero motorcycles, where charging is often the Achilles heel. Of course, when it comes to electric motorcycles, one of the first questions people ask is about range. The TFT dash in Honda's visuals gives us a little clue. It shows a battery at 34% with 27 miles remaining. Do the math, and that suggests a full charge range of somewhere north of 120 miles. That puts it right in line with the Livewire S2 Del Mar and its siblings. It's not groundbreaking, but it's practical. For city riders and those who want to enjoy weekend rides without constantly worrying about charging, this could be a sweet spot. Of course, as with all early figures, we should treat this as theoretical until Honda confirms the real-world numbers. Testing conditions can sometimes paint a rosier picture than what you'll get on open roads with varied riding styles. Still, if Honda delivers even close to that figure with reliable fast charging, the EV Fun concept could offer a balance that many riders are looking for. The motorcycle market is slowly opening up to electric options, but not all of them have been convincing. Some are too expensive, some are too limited, and some simply don't feel like motorcycles. What makes the EV Fun concept exciting is Honda's commitment to making it feel like a genuine part of their lineup. The styling nods to the Hornet family, the high-quality suspension and braking hardware, the smart charging solution. All of these add up to something that looks like a real motorcycle first and an EV second. That's important because many riders are still skeptical about making the switch. Honda's reputation for building reliable, rider-focused machines could finally give skeptics the nudge they need. Now comes the big question. When will we actually see the EV Fun concept on the market? Honda has already said that more details will be shared on September 16th, which means we won't have to wait long to learn the official specs. Rumors suggest that a full production model could be unveiled by the end of this year, and given Honda's pattern, an EICMA release in Milan feels like a real possibility. If that happens, the EV Fun concept will go from being just another prototype to a global headline grabber. Motorcycle enthusiasts, EV advocates, and even skeptics will be watching closely. For Honda, this isn't just about launching a new motorcycle. It's about showing the world that the company is ready for the electric age. With so many countries setting aggressive deadlines for phasing out combustion engines, Honda can't afford to sit back. By entering the EV motorcycle market with a strong, well-thought-out product, it sends a clear message. Honda is here to compete, and it's not going to let startups or rivals steal the show. For the industry, Honda's move could spark wider adoption. When a giant like Honda throws its weight behind electric bikes, it forces everyone else to step up. We could see faster innovation, better charging infrastructure, and more competitive pricing across the board. In short, Honda's EV Fun concept might not just change the company, it might change the game. The EV Fun concept isn't just a motorcycle, it's a promise that the thrill of riding doesn't have to vanish in the electric transition, a promise that convenience, performance, and style can all come together in a package that makes sense for everyday riders. Sure, there are still questions. How much will it cost? Will the production model keep all the cool features? What will the real-world range and charging times be like? Those are details we'll have to wait for. But even with the unknowns, the excitement is real. Honda has a long tradition of making motorcycles that people love. From sport bikes to adventure machines, From cruisers to scooters, the company has always found ways to connect with riders on an emotional level. The EV Fun concept feels like it's aiming to do the same thing in the electric world. So, what do we make of Honda's EV Fun concept? Honestly, it feels like the start of something big. It looks sharp, it promises meaningful features like fast charging, and it's being developed by one of Honda's best minds. More than that, it has the potential to finally bridge the gap between traditional motorcycling and the electric future. Whether you're a hardcore petrolhead or an early EV adopter, this is one bike worth keeping an eye on. September 16th might give us the answers we're all waiting for, but for now, it's enough to enjoy the excitement of seeing Honda step into the electric spotlight. The future of motorcycles is arriving, and with Honda's EV Fun concept, it looks like that future is going to be a whole lot of fun.